Hi, for the Liberty and Economics Review and libertyandeconomics.com. I'm Nick Sorrentino, and I wanted to talk today about Chris Mathews' racist statements, um, where he said during the post-game show after the State of the Union that there were times when Chris Mathews was watching Obama and actually forgot that he was black. Um, you know, the fact that Chris Mathews sees the world through that prism at all, um, I think it's just reflective of this weird um, liberal, white liberal, quasi but deeply racist thing that I think runs through a lot of those folks. You know what I mean? Chris Matthews and Senator Reid in what, 1 month? I mean, at least the rednecks, you know, like where they're coming from. Anyway, but something more important happened today, and that was that Chairman Bernanke was reconfirmed as chairman of the Federal Reserve by the Senate, 70-30. So we got him. Um, you know, uh, my feeling on this is, it stinks that he was reconfirmed, but it stinks even more that there is a Federal Reserve. And anyway, if he hadn't gotten reconfirmed, who would we have gotten? Larry Summers was waiting in the wings. Um, would he have been better? I think probably not. The problem is with the system, the fact that we have a bank that can arbitrarily lower or raise interest rates on the whim of the chairman makes no sense. Uh, Interest rates are nothing but the price of money, um, and like anything, if you set price controls on it, you're going to create weird anomalies in the marketplace. If the price of corn is really, I mean, I have no idea. I know nothing about corn, but let's say that it's like, I don't know, what does a bushel of corn go for? Well, let's talk ears of corn. At least I know a little bit about that. So let's say during the summertime that they're, 4 ears of corn, like the real value is $1, right? One of those little packages you get from Giant. But the government or the corn consortium decides that, in fact, the real price of corn is going to be 50 cents for four. People are going to hoard that. Then there are going to be shortages of corn because all the corn will be gone. And that's kind of what a credit cycle is like. You know, People put the price of money, or the central bank puts the price of money way below what it should be. So people essentially, you know, take advantage of this fact. And then in the end, um, all sorts of weird sort of things happen in the economy. I mean, that's what happened. I mean, in my opinion, the Federal Reserve created, um, this greatest recession that we're in right now. I mean, I also happen to believe that the reason why the Great Depression was a Great Depression was because the Federal Reserve exists and essentially meddled so much in the very obvious, and simple mechanisms of economics that it just extended the pain. Um, it may have avoided in some ways. I mean, and honestly, I haven't done my thesis on this, but um, you know, there might have been some sharp, short pain instead of in the early 30s, and then likely the economy would have come out. I don't care what Keynes said. Um, I mean, the thing is, prices reach a point, and then markets clear. They just got to get cheap enough. Now it might be painful for a lot of people, but sooner or later, people will buy when the prices come down enough. Uh, that is the way it is. That is the way of the universe. Ebb and flow, man. Yin and yang. And basically, the Federal Reserve exists to disrupt the yin and yang of the universe. And hey, Chairman Bernanke's at the helm, and it probably doesn't matter who's at the helm. So hang in there, buy gold, buy silver, learn how to can. Until next time.